Howdy folks, Homestead Handyman here, and what we got here is the old wheelbarrow, and it is flat. Now this one here has there it is right there, a tube in there. Now I could probably fix the tube, or maybe not. And so some of the options that you have when you're doing this is you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever, or Tractor Supply, any of those places, and get yourself a new wheel assembly. Now, I picked this up when I was there just in case what I'm going to do didn't work. So something like that costs $20 to $30. Well, if all you got is a flat and the tire's still okay, why spend that kind of money? So what I'm going to do here is picked up at the tire store a new tube, and the tube was $4. So that works for me because, you know, it's an old wheelbarrow and it's just got a flat. Tire still is good enough for around the farm. So let me get started here. Alright, so there's four nuts and bolts on going around here that hold this together. So what I'm going to do is just take an adjustable wrench here, loosen it up, and do the same here. Now the shaft has a little pin on the end here that keeps the shaft from falling up, in and out. So as you can see, when I drop that right here, this is what I've learned over the years, is when you drop something and you're doing a task, don't worry about trying to catch it. What you need to do is watch where it goes. That way, you will be able to find it easier because when I tried to grab it. So that's a little tip for you. Alright, so we're going to take that off of here, and we should be able to just pull the shaft out a little bit. And it's got two spacers on either side. So we'll take these off of here, take the shaft out of there, and take it in the workshop and get this new tube installed in there. Alright, so I hope I can still do this like this. I put this up on some spools here so I could show you what I'm going to do. Now, what I have is some old screwdrivers, and what I did was, I don't know if you can see that there, but I have rounded over the tips on either one because they're old screwdrivers. Now, you could also, if you don't have that, you could get some from, when you go to Harbor Freight, they're always giving away those free screwdrivers, and you could round over something like that. But you could use a real regular screwdriver. You're just going to have to be real careful that you don't pinch the tube. So you can put some water around here if you like, with little soap bubbles, something like that. That will help to make it slide off of there. So I'm going to take one screwdriver, put it in there. Now don't forget, I'm not worried about the tube right now. That's the old tube, so there's no being careful. So I'll pop one side up on there, pop up another side, and keep walking around. See that? I'm kind of holding it up as I go along. And it's just about ready to pop out of there. Whoop. I guess I should have put some gloves on, huh? Alright, so there we go. Now what we got is we have one side off of there. So all the way off the rim, there's the tube inside there. So now what I'm going to have to do is reach in there and get that thing out of there, which I'm going to go put some gloves on for. Alright, so this is more betterer. So much better. Okay, so we'll see if we can get that out of there. Now the other side is loose here, I see the tube in there. I'm just trying to get all the air out of it that I can, since it has a big hole in it, and see if I can get up in there and get that thing out of there. And there it is. It's starting to come out. Drop the screwdriver, of course, and it went into Never Never Land. See, what happened was I didn't watch where it went. I tried to catch it. And now I have to pay the piper to try to find the screwdriver that is disappeared. Okay. We're going to have to take a station break. We'll be back. I finally found the screwdriver. Can you see it down there? Yep. It matches pretty good over there. Alright, here we go. Now it's coming out of there. Okay, well, that was an old one. There we go, it's all out of there. So you can see I had to tear it apart to get the thing out of there. I think it was probably leaking around the stem. So this thing was no good. Alright, so now we have the new one. What I'm going to do is just go clean this up a little bit so that it'll go together a little bit better. But I want to see there's rust all in here. I want to clean that all up, get all that rust out of there, and clean the tire up, the rim. Alright, well, I got it all nice and cleaned up in here. That's got all the rust off of here, all around the edges. And it's ready to go back together again. Cleaned up the tire. I also went on the inside of the tire and made sure that there was nothing poking through, that will give the new one a flat. And so we're going to get this in here and see how it goes. Alrighty. Always remember, take the cap off. Ha! That wouldn't fit through. Well, this is how it is at the homestead. You know, things just don't always go easy. Matter of fact, things rarely go easy. But I always have hope that it will go easy. Oh, there we go. So there's the new one in there. Now what we got to do is go around and check how that is, so it's not all folded over and everything. Everything seems okay. Now what I'm going to do is take a little of this Windex here that I've got handy and just put it on there. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, so what I had to do was come over here and put it down low where I can get around it. So I've worked it around and not using any screwdrivers, and now I'm just going to have to finish it up, and there it is. So now it's all installed on there. So it didn't take any screwdrivers to assemble it on the bench when you can get some weight over the top of it, only for disassembly. Now I'm going to go in there and just use the compressor, and we'll blow her back up again. And then this here will seat and pop in there once the tube comes up to the right pressure. So let's go do that. Alright, so we have everything back together in there. And what I'm going to do is I put a tip on my air compressor there, and we'll get this nice and seated in here in the right position. It's blowing up nice. I'm getting some pressure in there. Make sure that it's not pinched anywhere around the tube. Not getting in there. Alright, so what we'll do here was check the pressure. Let's say we're at about 15 pounds, and it calls for, let's see, there we go, 30 psi. Put a little bit more in there. Double checker. Whoop, too much. And there we go. So that takes care of that. Now I just have to go put the cap back on there and remount it. Alright, so I'm going to put these spacers back on there. Got a spacer on either side. Got the shaft in there. Another one over here. Alright, that's one, like that. Good to go. Hanging it on the other side. Okay. You got to put this on there the right way. Let me show you. See, there's a little, see that spot right there? And so when the shaft is coming through, it's going to hit that and not be a problem there. Okay, so that's it. I'll finish tightening it up here. And good as new. So it costs $4 to do this job. So if you don't feel like you can do that, then go ahead and get the new wheel and throw that on there. Of course, that's $20 to $30, or for $4 you can have a repair. So that's it. Hope you like this video and that it helps you do something around the house that could save you a couple of bucks. Alright, this is the Homestead Handyman, out.